Miss Abby, may I have a moment now?
Oh, Miss Dorothy, hello. Anything wrong?
I'm having a birthday party for Dave this Sunday. Of course you'll come, right? It's our Dave's birthday party. I know you'll come. I just wanted to make sure.
I'm sorry, I have plans for Sunday. Thanks for inviting, but I won't be able to make it.
Plans? What's more important than Dave's birthday party?
I'm sorry, I have to go to my husband's parents' house from Friday. I can't go to his birthday party. I'm sorry for declining your invitation.
Your husband's parents' house? What kind of unimportant schedule is that? You're putting it before Dave's birthday.
Going to my husband's parents' house. I've been planning to visit my husband's parents for quite some time. Actually, my husband's brother is getting married. We don't get a lot of time off, so we're going there to celebrate. We're going to celebrate the wedding this time.
What can I say to Dave then? It's his birthday, but his friend doesn't want to come. He will be shocked. He thinks all of his friends will come.
I'm sorry, but I can't come on Sunday. We'll celebrate Dave's birthday on another day. I'm sorry again.
You say that, Abby. You always don't come when I invite you. Are you avoiding me?
No, it's not like that. It's just that the timing isn't good. When you invite is usually on weekdays.
Because we don't have to work. We can live on my husband's income without having to work. Spending holidays with family and weekdays with all my friends. Isn't this normal?
If you say it's normal, unlike you, I do work. So even if I'm invited on weekdays, it's hard for me to get together with everyone.
I know you're always working hard. I think you should communicate with us a little more. Don't you realize that you're out of place at the preschool?
I don't think so.
You just don't know it yourself. Everyone says so. We don't get a chance to talk to Abby very often. She's always busy with work, so it's hard to talk to her.
I see. I'm sorry about that.
That's why I'm asking you out. I'm asking you out of the kindness of my heart, but you always turn me down.
I'm sorry. If the schedule matches, I'd like to join you.
But I'm not sure if you really mean it. I don't know if that's true. I'm sure everyone wants to get to know each other. Can't you come to the birthday party even if it's just for a little bit? Even if you go to your husband's parents' house, you'll be back on Sunday, right?
I'm planning to be back on the evening, but I don't want to bother you too late.
Don't worry about that. My husband is away on a business trip, and we'll all get together in the afternoon. We're having dinner at our place anyway. Why don't you and even have dinner here too? I'm sure everyone will be fine. Also, if his friends comes, Dave will be happy.
I'll discuss it with my husband. My husband has to be up early the next day, so I don't think he can go with us.
Oh, that's fine either way. Everyone is with just Mom, and it would just be awkward if they came together, right? So maybe your husband would rather not come.
Okay, I'll talk to him.
I'll make sure to include Abby and the others in the head count. If you can't come, just call me. I'll let Dave Knight know you're coming too.
I got it. I'll do my best to make arrangements.
All right then, I'm looking forward to it. Thank you for today. Dave was very happy to see you.
No, it was my pleasure. I'm sorry we came in late.
Don't worry about it. You helped me clean up the mess. I'm sorry. It must have been tiring for you.
No, I'm the one who was late. I didn't help with any of the preparations. Let me at least do that.
You really helped me out. I didn't even wash the lunch dishes. I thought it would be hard for me to clean up after everyone left. I'm really glad you helped me.
I'm glad to hear that. Thank you very much. It was nice talking with you all.
Right? That's why I kept inviting you.
Of course. Sorry.
By the way, Abby, you're very skillful. To be honest, I thought you're usually so busy with work, so you don't really do any housework. I guess I was wrong.
My parents usually take care of Even. I do all the housework. It's not that I'm that good at it.
Your parents take care of him? Do you live with your parents?
Yes, that's right. My husband and I are both busy with work. I live with my parents and ask them to take care of Even.
I didn't know that. Even doesn't go to preschool by bus, so I didn't even know who picks him up. You don't talk much, so I didn't know that. I see. You live together.
Yes, I do. My mother always picks him up from the bus stop, and until I come home, he hangs out with her.
I see. So it must be hard for your husband.
Hard?
Living with his wife's parents. It's like living with someone not close to him. I thought it might be uncomfortable and hard for him.
That was my concern too at first. My husband and father are very close. They even take Even with them on holidays, and the three of them go out to play together, so it wasn't something to worry about.
Well, that's great. It's nice that your husband isn't cramped, but I wonder what your husband's parents think. I can't imagine their son being with other parents more than them.
My husband's parents are far away, so we don't get to see them very often. Even if I did go to see them, like this time, I have to make time to go see them. Besides, my husband's brother is going to live with his parents. They've told us to do what we want to do.
Well, I guess you got a convenient husband.
No, not exactly, but I'm sure he was concerned at first, too. I didn't choose him because he was convenient.
Oh yeah, I'd like to ask you a favor.
A favor?
After seeing how well you did the housework today, I came up with a good idea.
What good idea?
Abby, will you be my housekeeper?
What?
You said you were working. It's not a big job anyway, right? It's the kind of work a woman can do.
That's not true. It is a good job.
Think about it. If you start working as a housekeeper in my house, you don't have to ask your mother to pick your son up from kindergarten, and the hours would be shorter. 2 birds with 1 stone, right? I mean, your current salary is low anyway, right? I'll be willing to double it. My husband makes a lot of money.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that. I have my own responsibilities, and I'm not sure that being a housekeeper is. I don't mean to disrespect housekeepers, of course. I just don't think I'm the right person for the job.
Why not? A woman's job responsibilities aren't that big of a deal. If you consider about your child, even an idiot can understand which benefits you more.
I think it's great that you get to spend more time with Even. I appreciate you asking, but I'm sorry, I'll have to decline.
It's not good, are you sure? It's not every day you get a chance like this.
Yes, it's fine. If you get another chance, please play with Even.
Oh, okay. I'll call you later.
Okay, I'll see you later.
Hey, Abby, you're off today? It's not a weekday, so you're not working, right?
No, I am not, but... Oh, hello, Miss Dorothy.
Anyway, you're not working. That means you're free, right? Then why don't you go buy our cake? Dave will wait for you, too.
What? What's going on all of a sudden? You suddenly asked me to buy a cake.
I don't have plans today either. When I was taking a cab home earlier, I saw Abby in front of the station. I assume since you were out this time, you don't have at work today. I thought Even would be happy to hang out with my son. Isn't that nice? Why don't you come over now? Of course, with cake too.
Sorry, my husband and I have plans tonight. I don't have much time. I have to go home now.
That's fine. It's only 3 p.m. You still have time before your appointment, don't you? I've been free all day today, so just come over and hang out with us for a little bit.
Okay, if you really want to hang out for a bit, I'll be fine.
I'll wait for you at home. Bring us something.
Okay.
Hey, are you sleeping? You're still awake, aren't you? Answer me.
What's wrong at this hour?
At this hour? It's not midnight.
It's already 12. I'm usually in bed.
But you're still able to reply. If you answered, that means you woke up, right?
I woke up to a notification on my phone. What is it? This is insane to call someone at this hour.
My common sense still allows me to be up at this hour, so it's not insane.
My common sense says this is an insane time. What is this? At this hour?
You know, I had drinks with Yuri's mom today. There's no means of transportation, so I called you to pick me up.
What? What are you talking about? I'm not your personal driver or what?
What? What are you talking about? You are kind of, aren't you?
Huh?
Because I'm the boss of the kindergarten, you know. All lower-class people must be my servant. They're all my housekeepers. Obey the orders of the rich.
What are you talking about? Dorothy, you're drunk right now.
Then what's the matter with you? Just come get me as soon as you can. That's an order.
I refuse. I turned down the housekeeper job too. I'm not going to be your maid.
What? You think you can say that?
You're the one who said that. How can you say that anyway? You call yourself a boss. You have no right to behave like that.
You refuse, don't you?
I mean, it's crazy that I obey. There's no such thing as hierarchy among kindergarten friends.
I'm just saying that I can use a poor working people like you. I can afford to pay and use you. You don't know what's going to happen if you refuse.
I don't know what you're up to. I'm not going to do whatever you tell me to do. If you want to leave, you're on your own. Now, if you'll excuse me, it's late at night.
Huh? Wait a minute. Are you listening to me? I told you to come get me, didn't I? You were not ignoring me, right? Hey!
Excuse me, Dorothy. Can I talk to you now?
Huh? What do you want?
I just heard from Even. Is it true that you're telling Dave to exclude Even from the group?
So what? It's your punishment for disobeying me, right?
Drinking alcohol until late at night and telling others to pick you up, just because you didn't pick me up. And you drag my kid into this? What are you thinking?
So what? Because you disobeyed me, of course.
Just because you didn't get your way, you even brought a child into this. Have you got no shame? Is this what adults do?
I'm not ashamed. I'm the kind of person who gets rid of people I don't like.
No matter who you bring into it?
Yes. I just messaged other moms. I told them to stay away from you.
Okay, well, I understand. If that's what you want, I'll get the others involved and get rid of you. You started this. I won't forgive you even if you apologize later.
What are you talking about? What can you do?
You'll find out soon. Well then.
What? What do you mean? Hey, I got a call from my husband. I can't believe he was fired from his boss.
According to Dorothy, in order to get rid of people you don't like, you don't care who you involve, do you? So I'm going to involve your husband. I'm going to destroy your family.
Huh? If he's fired, how are we going to make a living?
Didn't your husband tell you about this? The boss of the company he works for is one of the moms at the school.
Mom? The boss? I didn't hear anything about that.
That's strange. Your husband said he told you.
I didn't hear that. Wait, you don't mean the boss?
Yes, it's me. I've always been boss to your husband.
Huh? Wait a minute. You're lying, right?
I'm not lying. I'm the real boss of Million Corporation. That's why I can get your husband fired.
Wait a minute. I didn't know anything about this.
Do you think you can get away with that? A grown adult who made a child sad. I told you, didn't I? Even if you apologize later, I won't forgive you.
Wait. I'm going to tell everyone right now. I'll take responsibility for correcting it, so...
You don't have to do that. You're no longer part of the kindergarten.
What? What do you mean?
If your husband was fired from his job, you can't even live in your current apartment, right? That's why he's going back to the countryside.
Huh? No way. I don't want to do it. Firing him is too much. I just went a little far.
A little? Is what you did just a little bit too much?
Well, that's...
Your husband said if you know he's going back to countryside, you wouldn't like it. I guess that was true.
Of course not. Who would want to go to the countryside like that? Everything is so poor. That's definitely not the place for me.
Then why don't you stay there by yourself? If you can pay the rent, that is.
What? What are you talking about?
Your husband, he's been thinking about divorcing you for a long time. He even put the boss of his own company in trouble. He was convinced that he couldn't work with you any longer.
Huh? What? What's that? Why, I never heard of such thing before.
Not listening again, huh? Dorothy, you're the kind of person who never listens to others, aren't you? Didn't your husband tell you that many times about your attitude towards other mothers and your son's education?
What's that?
Your husband told me, Dave has become selfish just like you. He won't listen to anything he say. Both you and Dave. He said that you and Dave make fun of his father and the other people at the kindergarten, even though you've talked about it many times. You're always so full of your opinions. I can't handle it anymore.
Oh, but he can't tell me what to do. He hasn't done a very good job of raising his own child.
But that's not the case anymore. He's decided to raise his child properly and change his working hours. He is also moving to a new department.
What? You said he was fired.
Oh, I'm sorry, I lied. When I said he was fired, I thought the first thing you'd be worried about is money. I was testing you to see if that was true.
Don't be silly. So my husband wasn't fired?
Yes, miss, he's not fired, but it looks like the divorce is real.
What? Wait a minute. What about Dave? Is my husband really willing to take him?
Yes, he is. He's saying so even beside me right now.
Huh? Are you with him?
Yes. We're talking in the meeting room.
What are you talking about? I'll never agree to this.
I talked to your parents earlier. They told me that they'll leave everything to your husband, and they are not going to take you back to my parents' house. They said you can live on your own.
Huh? Is that a lie? Why don't my parents take my side?
Isn't it because of what you've done? I heard you were terrible at home. They were worried about Dave too. They wondered if he'd be okay being raised by you.
Don't be silly. He's my child. It's up to me now how I want to raise him.
A child is not an accessory to you. If you're thinking about Dave, I think it would be better for Dave if you don't keep him by your side.
There's no way I can agree to that. You have no right to say that to me.
That's true too. Then why don't you and your husband discuss the rest? If you were divorcing, I would do my best to support you. You don't stand a chance.
Oh no, that can't be.
By the way, you were a self-proclaimed boss mom, but no one really adores you. I'd be happy to see you're gone as soon as possible. Goodbye.
Hey, wait a minute. I'm sorry. Please forgive me, please.
They talked it over and decided to get divorced. I feel a little sorry for Dave, but he's going to live apart from his mom. Her husband also has a brother living nearby. he will receive support from them as well. The company will do its best to support them. Dorothy seems to have been given some money. She has been allowed to live alone, and instead of paying child support for Dave, her husband has allowed her to visit him once a month. There are many things that her husband has not been able to do for Dave. He is still getting used to housework. He said that it takes a lot of time and effort, but he seemed to be very happy. I thought I would continue to support him in the future.